All right, what the heck is up? I was going to say, what? I don't know. I botched the intro already. You know that I've been streaming for like 5 or 6 nights in a row, and we getting a little gas, but we still going. Hope you guys are doing well. What we're going to do real quick is some news updates. There's an injury report update and some updates on some players. And then there's a couple practice squad signings. So I want to talk about all this. And we'll just rewind, pretend the beginning never happened. I was going to say, what the heck is up, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday night. So let's talk about all of this stuff. Then we'll get into a Q&A. But first,
How about those Chiefs?
all right, if you're new, you're probably not. But if you are, make sure to like, sub, stick around. I do daily news about the Chiefs. And this is not a pre-recorded video, okay? This is a live Q&A, and we are definitely going to hang out and do all that. But there was a few things that happened today that I found was worth talking about. So let's talk about it real quick. First up, Mecole Hardman. This is not good news about Mecole Hardman, guys. Coach Reid said this today in his presser about the team. He basically said, everybody's practicing today except for Mecole Hardman. When asked for some clarity on that, he said, we're just going to back off on him a little bit and see if we can't get it feeling better. Talking about Hardman's injury, he was pushing it hard and it's not responding the way he wants it or the way we want it to. So we're going to back off on that. He then basically said, Mecole's doing okay. Like he is progressing, but he's just not at the point where they want him to be yet. So I'm just going to say it right now. Do not expect Mecole Hardman to play in Saturday's game. In fact, we'll talk about it in a second, but I would surmise we may not see him play in another snap or another game, another snap for the team this season. I could be wrong about that, especially if they make a deep push, maybe even Super Bowl. We might see him there, but we'll talk about why. Just don't get your hopes up too high, at least for this Saturday's game against the Jags. Next up, Pete Sweeney noted a few things about practice today. CEH and Fortson were back working. We'll talk more about that in a second. But then he also said Sky Moore looked to be receiving balls comfortably. So he had a laceration on his hand a couple weeks ago, and he seems to be doing better. The week off did some good on that hand. Frank Clark was also working. He suffered a minor groin strain in the last game, week 18 against the Raiders. So he is working. As you'll see on the injury report, he was not a full participant today, but he was working. And then, yeah, this tweet kind of clues you into the next. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jody Fortson, per the words of Coach Reid today and the eyes of the Chiefs beat reporters today at practice, confirming them being at practice. They started practicing again this week, meaning their 21-day windows have opened up. That means both could possibly potentially return for Saturday's game against the Jags. If that was to be the case, the Chiefs would have to free up roster spots for that to happen. Are they both going to return? I have no idea. I have a couple of questions. If they bring back CEH, what are they going to do with the running back room? Will CEH then kind of be Ronald Jones, just coming in whenever maybe Pacheco needs a break or McKinnon? I still think the 1-2 punch is Jerick McKinnon and Isaiah Pacheco, mainly in the opposite order. Isaiah Pacheco on first and second down, McKinnon on third downs. I don't think a return of CEH is going to really change that up. I don't think they're going to try to be cute and be like, I know Pacheco just ran like a 25-yard run, but now CEH is going to go in for whatever reason. That's what happened the game that CEH had the high ankle sprain and was out on IR because of Isaiah Pacheco opened up with like a huge 25-yard run. They pulled him, and then CEH was in there until he sprained his ankle. Why? No freaking idea. I don't think that's going to be the case. If CEH returns, I don't know whose roster spot. I don't know who they're going to cut from the 53 or release rather to make room for him. Same with Jody Fortson, who could return. As you see in this video, I will go over here so we can see it. If you look at this video right here, this is footage of CEH. You can see him there on one knee. You can see Jody Fortson here, 88. He's got an elbow brace on. Okay, so Fortson's back. He is braced up. That's going to be a little hard to catch in that. But if I remember right, Gronk had one of those bad boys on quite a bit, so it's not impossible to do. The good news about Fortson and CEH, guys, they're both, great red zone threats. CEH was one of the best red zone threats prior to getting hurt. Not necessarily out of not what Pacheco's doing, really. It's more of like what McKinnon was doing. So again, I don't think CEH is just going to come in and just take over. I think he's going to be a safety net in case Pacheco needs a break, McKinnon needs a break, or one of them gets hurt. Imagine this. One of them gets hurt in the divisional game, but CEH is there and ready to suit up. Between him and Ronald Jones, I would feel pretty comfortable about that. At least CEH has been here for a few years. Obviously, he knows the system. That's kind of where my thoughts are on the whole CEH thing. Jody Fortson, obviously, he's been kind of quiet this year, but has mainly been a red zone threat. Okay, so there's that. You have Mecole, not a good injury update, probably not playing this Saturday. Meanwhile, CEH and Fortson, they are not back from IR, but their 21-day window opens, and they could be brought back from IR. They were practicing today, but to note, because they are not back from IR, they're not going to appear on the injury report, so we don't know if they were limited participants. We don't really know, okay? So next, we'll talk about this in a second. Let's do the injury report first. Here's the injury report that we have as of right now. Mecole Hardman did not participate. The injury listed is a pelvis. Okay, I don't know if this is the same injury that he was sidelined for on IR or if it's something slightly different. Andy Reid made it seem like right before Week 18 with the Raiders that Mecole Hardman had a setback with his groin. He did not confirm if it was the same injury. I saw some people online speculating for Mecole Hardman to be out this long, it's got to be like a sports hernia or something like that. Again, they ain't saying nothing, so I have no freaking idea. Frank Clark, groin limited. We kind of talked about that. Andy Reid said today in his presser that he is progressing, and they're happy with his progress. He's been working hard at it. I would assume Frank Clark plays, but if they err on the side of caution, hoping to beat the Jags to rest Frank Clark another week for the divisional game, or rather for the AFC Championship game, which is either going to be Bills and Bengals, they may rest him. I don't think they should look past the Jags. That's not what I'm saying. If they just feel like he's not ready, they may rest him for the sake of making sure he's good to go against one of the two hardest teams in the AFC that the Chiefs are going to end up playing if they beat the Jags. All right, next, Sky Moore fully participated. Snead with that hip pointer fully participated. You love to see that. So good news there for both of those guys. The Jags have a handful of guys on here. Kendrick Pryor, their wide receiver, shoulder, he was limited. Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, toe, limited. Dude, I feel like he's had a toe injury for a long time. It's not really going to slow him down, in my opinion. Jamal Agnew, wide receiver, shoulder, he was limited. So those three were limited. Meanwhile, their long snapper did not participate due to a back injury. Offensive lineman did not participate due to abdomen. Brandon Scherf, their long snappers, Ross Matiskik, maybe that's how you pronounce his last name. And then Luke Fortner, another offensive lineman, was a limited participant due to back. So both of these teams are relatively healthy, and it's going to be a great match on Saturday. I'm freaking stoked for it, to be honest. Now, let's go to the last bit of news that I think is worth talking about. Chiefs re-sign wide receiver Jerrion Ealy to practice squad, and they cut Daniel Wise. Jerrion Ealy has been re-signed to the practice squad and cut like 3 times over the past handful of weeks. He was also suspended for the first 6 weeks due to violating the NFL's performance enhancing substance policy, blah, blah, blah. The reason I'm going to bring this up is because Charles Goldman, who wrote this article from Chiefs Wire, he has a very interesting thought about Jerrion Ealy and why they bring him back, or why they brought him back. So here's kind of what happened. He's back with the team after his second release just last week to make room for defensive tackle Phil Hoskins on the practice squad. He was previously released in December, but then recently re-signed after wide receiver Cornell Powell landed on the practice squad injured list, and that's where Powell still is. The latest re-signing comes after news that Mecole Hardman would not be practicing on Tuesday. And this is why I brought this article up. Listen to this sentence. Ealy's presence could suggest they don't expect Hardman to return this season. And bringing Ealy back, he's a wide receiver running back hybrid. That's not saying Ealy's going to even see playing time, but it is saying that they may need some more wide receiver depth just in case of injury. So that's a very interesting sentence. Again, I'm going to read this again. The latest re-signing comes after news that wide receiver Mecole Hardman could not or would not be practicing on Tuesday, Ealy's presence could suggest that they do not expect Hardman to return this season. That's not confirmed, but it is an interesting move they made after announcing that Mecole Hardman is still dealing with this injury setback after being on IR for like ever. And to make room for Jerrion Ealy, they did release former Kansas defensive end Daniel Wise that they just signed to the practice squad the first week of January. They could bring him back. There's a lot of moves that happens with the practice squad, just a lot of finagling. But that's kind of it, guys. Mecole Hardman, not a good update. CEH and Fortson could return. They are designated to return. They have a 21-day window to do so. If they return, I have no idea whose spots they are taking. There was the injury report that we just looked at, and then in an interesting move, after talking about Mecole Hardman, they released or cut defensive end Daniel Wise and re-signed wide receiver running back hybrid Jerrion Ealy. So there's kind of the Chiefs news for today. The biggest pieces that I thought that was worth sharing with you guys. If anybody in the comments during this live stream, because the rest of this is just going to be a Q&A, if they say, hey, what's the news? What are you talking about? Well, just tell them to go back to the beginning, because I started the stream at like 8:02. So I talked about it for the first 13 minutes. So that's the biggest stuff. And from here, we'll just kind of hang out, answer a Q&A. I'm going to do a video tomorrow, a bit more in depth on Chiefs, Jags, and just diving into some big news. On Tuesdays, I've kind of opted to not release a daily and instead just give you guys the updates on the Tuesday night Q&A. And I've been working on YouTube shorts on Tuesdays. They're really helping grow the channel. So I've been working on like 3 or 4 YouTube shorts on Tuesdays, trying to get a couple of those to my editor, schedule those throughout the week, and that's been good. Then the last thing I want to talk about before we answer questions, guys, this isn't officially out yet, okay? So don't ask me where you can get it, because it ain't there. But I have a surprise that I really want to show you guys. I don't even know if I'm technically supposed to, but I don't freaking care. Look at this. Come on. Focus, camera. You guys see this? I may or may not have had a special delivery today in the mail with a certain coffee that's going to be available for purchase that supports me, us, the channel. Benchwarmer Brew HBTC blend. How about that coffee blend? It's a medium roast. You can see my bearded logo right on the medium. And, oh, it smells so good. And it's really good, man. I'm super excited to be able to get this out into the public. It's supposed to drop by the end of the month. I won't give a hard date yet because it's not confirmed, but I'm very excited about this, and I think you guys will enjoy it too. It's a very good medium roast. So if you're like, well, I like light roasts, I like just a good flavor in my coffee. I mean, it's good enough for me. I've been making pour overs with it. And if you're like, well, I don't really like super fruity light roasts, that's not really there either. So you can easily put creamer in there and all kinds of other stuff. You can make it anyway. It's freaking fantastic. And I'm pumped. Brandon Perna, he said it looks nice. He wished they could remove the yellow, but I said, that's not happening, bud. He was just trolling around. So he's super cool to bring me in with the Benchwarmer Brew for my own roast. And that's what I wanted to let you guys know. I got this in the mail and I was freaking stoked. I looked at the package just like Tony looks on this shirt. I was just like this when I got this in the mail. So with that being said, I'm going to turn my alert box back on because I think there has been some donations and stuff. If you have questions, make sure to put them at the beginning. Make sure to put them at the beginning of your question and I'll get them put in there. We have 370 people. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Yeah, how about that coffee, said Brand. Let's go. I am going to skim through the comments at the beginning because I just gave a lot of updates. So if there's a few questions about the injury report or Mecole or CEH or Fortson, let me look at those real quick here. See if there's anything. Yeah, Clyde's still on his rookie deal. I'm actually leaning this way, K Wayne. I'm leaning, guys, towards the thought. I'm leaning towards the thought that we see CEH back next year. He's still on his rookie deal. He's going to be freaking cheap. And I think he's going to back up Pacheco and not be the go-to guy anymore. I think he's going to be the Ronald Jones guy. The guy that they have Ronald Jones being right now in case of emergency on the bench, filling in when somebody gets tired. I think that very well could be CEH next year. I could obviously be wrong. They could trade him for like a late round draft pick or something. They're not going to get much out of him. Maybe they package him in a trade for some big swing, left tackle or something crazy. That's not out of the realm of possibilities, but I kind of am sitting here right now, K-Wayne. I kind of am sitting here like Ronald Jones ain't going to be here next year. Jerick McKinnon's not a guarantee that he's going to be here next year, even though I really hope so. He might get offered a bag in the offseason. I hope the Chiefs would just pay it, but he's 30, about to be 31, I believe. Meanwhile, CH still on his rookie deal, year 4. So we'll have to see. We don't need to like dive too in depth about that right now because the season's still going on. But that is kind of where I'm recently thinking regarding CEH. Yeah, we don't really need D-Hop. I don't think so. I did a video on DeAndre Hopkins. If you guys want to look at that, I did that like a week ago. And I don't think so. I don't think we need him. Cole's improving his timing with the intro. Let's go, Cameron. My timing with the intro is a little bit rough sometimes when I do the live stream. Better on the pre-recorded. But we made it happen. Mecole probably done. Could be. There's 2 ways the Mecole Hardman situation could go right now. I'll get to those donos in just a second, guys. Mecole Hardman may not get offered as big of a bag as we thought he was going to get offered in the offseason because he's literally been hurt half the season. His numbers are not that great because of him being gone. Now, he has like 6 touchdowns, I think, in the red zone or something like that, or just 6 touchdowns total, which is one of the highest on the team outside of Travis Kelce and Jerick McKinnon, believe it or not. But because of his injuries, man, he may re-sign to the Chiefs in free agency on a shorter deal. Or maybe the Chiefs will lock him up for a few years with something comfortable that they like. You could really see that happening because of the injury. Before the injury, my mindset was Mecole's probably going to get offered a bag in the offseason by another team. I don't know if the Chiefs will necessarily fork all that money out because of Kadarius Toney being here. And they're different players, but Toney is a freaking legit weapon in his own right. We all know that. And that's going to be, I think, a key player in this Jags game. They've been using him in some crazy ways. If you saw my YouTube short about Andy Reid being in his bag against the or in the Raiders game, dude, they used him in the like Debo, man. They had him in the halfback position running a counter, jet sweeps. He was in obviously the snow globe left Arctic Circle of Death play as well. So with Mecole not being in, I'm not super worried about it because we do have Kadarius. Although I was looking forward to seeing Mecole and Kadarius out there together. I was. Not Clyde. Yeah, I don't see it. If they bring him back, I don't think it's going to be too serious. If Mecole isn't cheap next year for a 1-year contract, we should look elsewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could sign for a 1 year, kind of wanting to rebuild and have a good season and then try to get a bag. Like, that's what Juju did with the Chiefs this year. He was injured. Then he was like, I'll sign a 1-year deal with KC and in hopes of like having a great season like he is having and scoring a bag in the offseason. So that could happen. Or they could sign him for a few years just on a comfortable deal. We'd have to see, though. What's up, Hayden? Smooth. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Chief for life. What up? Yeah, 21-day window allows him to work all the way till the Super Bowl. Yeah, so they may not return this Saturday. The Chiefs may open those windows just like maybe they're not comfortable with them being back Saturday, but maybe they'll be back the week after. Maybe they won't be back at all if the Chiefs stay healthy. It's interesting. If one of those running backs gets injured in the divisional game against the Jags, they could then be like, all right, CH, you are now back on the roster because this running back got hurt. We're going to put him on IR and you're coming off. I mean, we may not see either of them. That's definitely a possibility as well. Just because they open their return window doesn't mean they have to return. The Mecole Hardman ordeal is a little bit confusing to me. They opened his window. Then, near the end of his window after 3 weeks, did bring him back, and he's still not playing. I think he's just had a setback, and he's not able to recover like he's wanted to. So, Brand with the 5. How about that coffee? Yes, sir. Let's go, man. You like strong and piping hot? Dropping in stores? It's going to be online, Arrowhead Red. Yeah, it'll be online. It's pretty dope, too. with the coffee, you can do like a monthly subscription, or I think even more frequently than that if you wanted to, and it's at a discounted rate. So that's what I'm going to do because I have my own coffee now, so I'm just going to freaking drink my own. but there's a bunch of options there. I wanted to ask you, what editing app do you use to edit your vids? Oh, thanks, man. It's Final Cut Pro. Yeah, I edit on a MacBook Pro, Final Cut Pro. Are you as excited as I am about Tom Brady to the Raiders? I mean, I don't think that's... Well, it could happen, I guess, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Hopefully the old man hangs it up. James, thanks for the $2 super sticker, brother. H1 Chucho. I just butchered that. Hey, Cole, love the content. Keep it up. Yeah, road to 100K, bro. Let's freaking go. Yes, sir. Thanks for the 2, man. We're so confused watching Perna talk so great about the Chiefs. When? I missed that. When did he say that? Cole, your beard is an MVB. What up? Swag Kane. So, Cole, what's up? Sorry, I was late to the stream again. Oh, good. No worries, man. So you got a question. Would you consider us underdogs for the Super Bowl? I don't know, Dorian. I haven't even looked at like teams odds or anything like that. Since the wild card games, I would assume the Chiefs are going to be one of the favorites, but I don't know if they're going to be the favorite to win it. I haven't even looked. So if anybody knows, let me know. I'll cover that in tomorrow's video for sure. Maddie back to school yet? Yes, John. She went to school today, actually. Yeah, nobody else in the house so far is sick. All of her strep tests came back negative. You know, the last time she got sick was Sunday at noon or something like that. And it was Tuesday. So we're like, well, we felt good about her going back. There's no fever. So yeah, she was back today. Thanks for asking, man. We do need D-Hop. We need a true wide receiver. He's old. And he wants so much money and draft picks. He's going to want like $40 to $50 million on a 3 to 4 year deal. And the Chiefs are going to have to give up multiple draft picks for a 31-year-old receiver that just recently re-injured his knee that he had surgery on the year prior, his PCL, I think is what it was. I don't know, man. If they want to take a swing at a true dog for a wide receiver, I think they can look at other options. I think you just re-sign Juju. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about D-Hop, man. I could obviously be wrong. You know, I'm no expert. That's just kind of my opinions and thoughts and where I'm leaning. Well, what about MVS? He's good to go. Lady K. He's not on the injury report. He'll be playing for sure. Do you know what picks we'll have in the draft? What's up, Justin? Not off the top of my head, but I did see a post today, guys, that said the draft is 100 days away. And it's going to be the biggest sporting event. What did they say? The biggest event that has been hosted in the Kansas City area. Let me see what it said. I retweeted it today. I just retweeted it a little bit ago. They said, Kansas City, we're on the clock. We are 100 days away from the NFL draft. This will be, one of the biggest and most anticipated professional sporting events our city has hosted. 100 days away, y'all. Just about 3.5 months. I think that is. I can't, maybe a little less than that. But that's when we're going to do a get-together around that time. So I'm super stoked. Super stoked about that. Is Juju here to stay for the next year too? No, he's on a 1 year, James. So he would have to be re-signed in the offseason. How about the Tony Lamp? He's here for now. He's just chilling on this shirt. Hardman needs like a year off or something. I mean, he might need surgery in the offseason, to be honest. Like, they've been so hush-hush about his injury. If it's a sports hernia, he might need it. He might need surgery there. You know, put the mesh in there, all that. However that works these days. See, this is something a little bit different. You know, he's not Hopkins, but he's 26. 26, man. Pretty young. But I just saw an article a few days ago. He showed an interest to want to re-sign with the Lions. So who really knows? But that's interesting. Alexander. All right. Bet. Your own coffee's fire. Oh, darn. Let's go, man. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get caught up on the chat here, but I did want to just look through these and make sure there was nothing too pressing. What do you think about Justin Watson? I mean, he had a really good catch opening up the game against the Raiders. I mean, he's like wide receiver 5, man. He's going to get some reps. He'll get some targets. He might catch a deep pass. You never know. But I wouldn't like, I mean, you're going to want to look from bulk of production from Kelsey, Juju, you know, maybe McKinnon, Pacheco on the ground. But Justin Watson could have a few catches. You never know. It's going to be Chiefs 49ers in the Super Bowl. I mean, I like that little rematch. You're scared for this week, says Mila. Literally everyone will have to do their part and not let up. Yeah, facts. I mean, you play a clean game. The Chiefs beat the Jags earlier this year. Not that necessarily means everything because the teams have changed a lot, actually. The Jags got pretty hot in the back half of the season. They're coming in with a lot of confidence, being down 27-0 against the Chargers that have put up good fights against the Chiefs, and they obviously won. The Jags did by 1 point, coming back from 27 points of 27-point deficit. And so they're coming in with confidence now. Chiefs have home field advantage. They're going to be the favorites to win this game. They got to play clean. The defense got to do their thing just on a few drives, man. And then special teams, just please don't implode. And then the Chiefs should win the game, in my opinion. We'll need a Jags trash can? No, dude, a Jags trash can is for luck. We ain't giving them no luck. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Cole, when's your birthday? April 12th. So I'll be, I don't even know, 32 in April. Jack William, they said the Arctic Circle Snow Globe was created around Christmas, and they didn't get the opportunity to run it. Next game they played was the Broncos. Dude, they actually made that play last year. Mahomes said in his presser, they kind of shelved it. They didn't get a chance to run it last year, and then Mahomes was like bugging Coach Reed to bring it back. What's interesting about them making it up last year was literally the next season after the Raiders did laps around their stadium. Again, I'm not saying that's why. I made a YouTube short that kind of blew up about, I said, a potentially savage message. It really could be. And the fact that they made it last year is even more interesting because it was the year following the Raiders doing the circles around their stadium. I don't know if it's really that, but it was around way before Christmas. Kelsey said it was supposed to be a Christmas play, but at the same time, man, Kelsey doesn't really know much about that play. He said it himself in his podcast. He had nothing to do with it. The QBs came up with it. Mahomes said they've had it for a long time, and they've been trying to use it. They had to shelve it, brought it back. So we'll never really know. They're never going to be like, yeah, we did it because we're petty. So you never know. When are you cutting your beard? Never, James. Randy said I had a tough day. My pup died today. He was 12. R.I.P. Boomer. Dang, man, I'm sorry. That's a tough loss. I mean, that's family. You know, I had dogs growing up, and that was the worst, man. So I'm really sorry to hear that. And, you know, it'll never be the same without Boomer, man. But hopefully time will help ease the sting of the pain. It'll never heal, but hopefully it'll help ease the sting of the pain, man. Hey, chat, finally made it to the stream. What's up, Brendan? Yeah, Maddie's feeling better. She is. She didn't have strep, so now we're like, was it a stomach bug? If so, who's next? But so far, we're all good. You think Sky Moore will have more reps this game? I don't know. Honestly, man, I have no idea. He's been a question mark to me, to be honest. You just got that shirt, Chris? Oh, let's go, man. That's fire. Would you rather the Chiefs play the Bing Bings or the Bills? I don't care. Part of me likes the idea of the Bengals. They'll be at Arrowhead. It's a rematch from last year's AFC Championship game, but they'll be fine to play whoever. Yeah, they'll be fine to play whoever. My boss said I need to be better, so I went and stood in the trash can. Let's go, Julia. That's what I'm talking about. He uses YouTube TV. if someone was asking what I use to stream the games, yeah, I use YouTube TV, and I live local to Kansas City. So I just get all the Chiefs games. I live like 15 minutes from the stadium. You got the sweatshirt? Let's go, JJ. What's going on with Hardman? Lavelle, if you go back to the beginning, I talked about it for like 15 minutes, man. It's just not progressing like they want him to. Anyone else think Cole's shirt was the Oregon Ducks? What? Cole, would you take a job at the Chiefs? I don't know, man. I don't know, YOLO. The thing about that is, I'd have to censor myself, meaning couldn't speak as freely as I do. And I don't speak crazy, but I can troll around, be dumb, say what I want. The other part of that is if I worked for the organization, I would literally be gone from my family all the time during the season. I'd have to travel. I would never be home. So it's like just a battle of like, right now I'm my own boss. I get to work from home. I see my family every day. We eat meals together. That's pretty important to me with my kids being so young. So I don't know if the opportunity ever came up, I'd at least, listen to the offer and see what it was. But I don't know. I ain't even worried about that. Cole shirts make Maddie feel better. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'll at least beat the drum, smoking pods. I'll at least do that. YouTube seems more fun anyway. I mean, it's definitely a grind, but I have a lot of fun. Yeah, I bet, Randy. I bet, man. Cole, sorry you didn't know you were streaming. Yeah, I don't have like my time set up anywhere, but I stream every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central and every Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. So that's just kind of just how it's always been. K Wayne, travel. Yeah, K Wayne's like, that's nothing. But I don't like traveling. Yeah, I'd rather stay home. Do you think we have improved in the red zone since week 10? I mean, I don't know, like off the top. Was that the Jags game, week 10? I don't know exactly what game that was off the top. But oh yeah, that was week 10. I mean, the Chiefs have kind of found their rhythm with the red zone. I think at that time, I don't know, like Mecole wasn't playing, I don't think at that time. And did they have Kadarius yet? That might have been his first or second game. They were still just like working him in. I would say, yeah, we're probably more of a red zone threat now than we were week 10 for sure. Flip with the 20. Yo, let's go, man. Veach tends to make big shockwaves during the offseason since he became Chiefs GM. How happy upset would you be if Mr. Veach doesn't sign Juju this offseason, trades 23 draft picks with the Seahawks and picks up Metcalf? I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, he's going to want a freaking lot of money. So like if he does something crazy like that, you're giving up draft picks and a lot of money on a receiver that's going to want maybe not as much as Tyreek, but almost as much. Like, why didn't you just fork over the little bit extra for Tyreek? Thanks for the 20, man. I mean, DK Metcalf is younger, and he's a different build. I mean, DK Metcalf's only 25. Did he not get extended in the offseason? I can't remember. DK Metcalf contract in 2023. Okay. Let me see. No, he's still on his rookie deal. I think there was extension talks. Right? I think that's right. Or did he get an extension? I can't even remember, man. I mean, I know he just got drafted not that long ago. He said 4 years ago. It's been that long. He did get extended then. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Dead cap hit this year's 34 million. Next year's 23. I mean, whatever Brett Veach wants to do, I'm sure they got good reasons behind it. I mean, we never thought that they would trade Tyreek, and they did. Like, I'm at the opinion like, hey, extend Chris Jones, extend Snead, extend some of these guys. Like, what if he goes bonkers and trades Chris Jones? Like, I hope not. But you're right. You kind of never really know. Becky, what up? What up? What's up, Uriah? How's it going, man? GG Omen with the 5. Let's go, man. Yeah, okay, he did get extended this year. Thank you. I thought he did, but the website I'm on, which is Spot Track, it didn't say. I think Over the Cap does it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, he signed a 3-year, $72 million contract with the Seahawks on July 28th. Yeah, so he got a bag. So, yeah, we'd have to take his salary and probably extend him. So, I mean, his cap number in 20... Yeah, I mean, it could happen. Could happen. Where'd you get that shirt? From my merch store. Shameless plug. Merch.hbtchiefs.com. I got some shirts up on there. Coffee mugs, tumblers, stuff like that. So that is something you can check out for sure. Flip, thanks again for the 20 man. GG Omen. As always, you little legends. Appreciate you. What do you think the Chiefs need to draft pass rushers? I mean, yeah, at least I would like to see a double dip. That'd be nice. Like, part of it's like, well, what's going to happen with Frank Clark? They going to keep him on his deal or extend him or something? I mean, he's played well enough, I think, to come back, in my opinion. It just can't be for, a lot of money. Karlaftis is dope, but they need more than that. So I would think they take a swing. I do. KC market size effect salaries. I think it does. Smoking a little bit, yeah. That's a bit confusing to me that I'll probably dive a bit more into the offseason. Because, yeah, some of it has to do, like, some of these teams, there's certain parts of the contracts that don't count towards the cap that, and maybe somebody in here just already knows off the top of their head, but that owners with more money can just fork that out easier. Bigger market teams. I don't know what part of the contract it is. I don't know if it's a signing bonus. I'm not exactly sure. But some of the bigger market teams can afford to make bigger swings sometimes. But again, I'm not an expert in that area, so don't quote me as canon. Found out that my boss is a Denver Broncos and Tom Brady fan. Should I quit? Yep, Jack. I would. I'm just kidding. Not until you find something else. When the Chiefs play the Packers, will you do a stream with Grossi? I mean, that's kind of a long time from now, but I'll hit him up about it when it gets closer for sure. Y'all are forgetting we need to re-sign Carlos. Who knows? About the vets, man. I mean, Brett Veach and them have never really been that attached. I would not mind seeing Dunlap back at all. But the veteran pieces, man, sometimes those are the last to get added. They added Carlos Dunlap so late, man. And we've been talking about it on this channel. If you were here and around, I mentioned in like 2 or 3 videos, please sign Carlos Dunlap. I was saying that for, I don't know, 6 weeks, 2 months before they did. So I'm glad they did. Arrow Red, my dad passed away 13 years ago on February 12th. Super Bowl is on February 12th this year. We're winning. I seen his birthday on clocks all year. The year we won the Super Bowl. Bro, hey, man. If we could do that in honor of your dad, that would be fantastic, bro. Yo, Becky with the 10. Happy Tuesday. Thank you, Becky. Did you see anything in the most recent Jags game that makes you think they've worked out some issues and might be able to keep up with the Chiefs this weekend? I mean, in the first half, I did not. Now, the second half, they were definitely looking better. I think
when it's grim, be the grim reaper.
I think more than just the wild card game, they were getting better in the second half of the season. Trevor Lawrence, I'd almost put him in the top 5, at least top 5 AFC QB category. If not, he is in the top 5 QB category, at least in the AFC. But as far as like specifics, I don't know that I have anything for you, although they were on a heater. They're coming in with confidence, especially coming back and beating the Chargers. I didn't see anything like watching that game that was like, oh yeah, I'm really scared to play the Jags. I mean, I was pulling for the Jags to win this game because I didn't want to play the Chargers. Becky strikes again. Becky's back. Back again. All right, we done with that, but she back. Yeah, he threw 4 picks in the first half. Yeah. Trade all our 23 picks and still have to pay $25 million? Nah. What do you think the score is going to be? Not sure yet. We'll do I'll talk about it in tomorrow's video. I'm going to spend like most of the day deep diving into that. I'm going to rewatch the game. The first Chiefs and Jags game, and then kind of deep dive about it. I mean, as of right now, I think the Chiefs are going to win. I would assume they're probably like 10-point favorites, but I haven't even looked. Does anybody know off the top of your head? Eric Duke, are you trolling, bro? Or am I missing something? You said, is Mostert supposed to play this Saturday? The running back for the Dolphins? Or am I tripping? I mean, he's not. There ain't nobody by that name on the injury report, so I think we're good. Yo, snap with the 5. Kelsey won't be young forever, having DK along side with Kelsey and Mahomes as QB. Can you imagine the plays from Coach Reed? Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, if they want to take a big swing on a receiver, cool. I'm not opposed. I mean, if Juju doesn't come back, they need one. Regardless, Mecole, he's a question mark. The only ones coming back for sure is going to be, that's at least under contract, is Sky Moore and MVS. Kadarius Toney. Yeah, Kadarius Toney's got a couple years left on his rookie deal. So you've got those three. I mean, they signed John Ross on futures deal. They signed, Justin Ross is there, 2 J Rosses. But who knows what they're going to be. I have no idea. John Ross could maybe be a cool gadget freaking speed guy in this offense. I think he could probably fit well, but he's had injury issues, drop issues, hasn't panned out. Justin Ross, he has potential pending being healthy. I have no idea there. So I do think they need to take a swing on another wide receiver, especially if they don't re-sign Juju. Yeah. Thanks for the 5, brother. Yeah, it would be crazy if DK was here. Don't get me wrong. Bengals and Bills didn't look great either. Yeah, the thing is, man, I don't read too much into playoff games because it's literally single round elimination. Both teams are going in there and like fully prepared to risk it for the biscuit, like go all out because they want to win. So I kind of look at playoff games a little bit different. You know, it could look different from game to game. So I'm not reading into it too much that the Bills beat the Dolphins by 3 with their third string when the Dolphins had their third string QB and they didn't have their RB1. I mean, that's a little bit like, huh? But dude, what was the Chiefs and Titans score with their backup QB? It was close. Was it a 3-point game? I mean, it was very close. And then, yeah, so you never know. You never know. The Bengals, I mean, dude, that 98-yard fumble recovery return for a TD, I mean, that swayed the game, man. So both of those teams put up a good fight and they could have won, but that's how I think a lot of the playoff games are just going to look. It's just going to be freaking close. Last night was boring. Most of you guys are there with me. That was fun, but I mean, that game was a blowout. Shortest beatbox ever? Yeah, my bad. Did the Jags actually get better to the Chargers charger? I don't know. That was a weird game, man. You're up 27-7 at halftime. At one point, you're up 27-0. And you lose that game. By the way, Brandon Staley ain't getting fired. They fired their offensive coordinator, I think their QB coach, and maybe more firings coming. But Brandon Staley's safe. The pelvic thrusting, stare running, bad calling, cracking under pressure, going for it when you shouldn't, man himself. And I rejoice. Good job, Chargers. Keep him there. What is going on? I just saw something kind of funny. Bro, I ain't using that word. What we talk about? Did you hear that T-Law is undefeated? Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is undefeated on Saturdays. He's like 40-0 on Saturdays. I think he's or 39-0. He's like 3-0 in high school on Saturdays and like 36-0 in college on Saturdays. So Trevor Lawrence, for what it's worth, has never lost on a Saturday. I don't think that really means anything, to be honest. They didn't make it to the playoffs last year for him to even be able to play on a Saturday, so that is what it is. But yeah, it's an interesting stat, certainly. What do you think signing Jamal Dean would be a good move? Or Jamel Dean? I don't know. I haven't paid too much attention, man, to like a lot of potential trades and stuff, and we'll definitely dive into that in the off season. Yeah, I know he's a cornerback, but like I haven't followed. Like I have no idea how he's doing this season. But cornerback help. I mean, the Chiefs have a pretty young cornerback room. Some veteran depth would be nice. He's only a 3-year, 4-year player. I mean, that's about what Snead is. Was Frank Clark playing on Saturday? I don't know yet. We talked about it earlier. I like dogs. He was limited in practice today, but he could play. I saw something interesting, O'Darn, about Coach Reed. He's 4-0 in the postseason against assistants. I think he's lost to former coaches from his tree before. But he hasn't lost much. But he's undefeated in the postseason. He's 4-0 in the postseason. So that's kind of all that matters. KU lost basketball. I don't watch basketball, but is that good or bad? What do you think about trading for Ramsey? Oh boy. He's getting old. How old is he now? Jalen Ramsey. He's only 28. I don't know. I mean, I bet he wants out of there if the Rams are rebuilding. But I bet you he's got a big... is he not on a big contract? Yeah, he signed a 5-year, $100 million deal. He does have a potential out next year. But I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, Alex. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily turn it down. You talked to Mac Lethal about that song? No, not really. Not yet. But yeah, he's awesome, man. We DM back and forth a little bit on Instagram. What are your thoughts on Watson this weekend? You talking about Justin? I don't know, man. I don't think you should go in there, in my opinion, with a plan of feeding one particular player. I mean, Mahomes, obviously, if Travis is one-on-one in man coverage, Mahomes is going to look for him. But, like, I think Mahomes goes in there and just goes through his reads based on the play that's drawn up. I would just hold Justin Watson, maybe even MVS with, like, a loose hand. I was thinking we need to re-sign Chris Jones. Yeah, I mean, he's under contract next year, but it's a big cap hit, and then he's a free agent, I believe, the next. But they could extend him, lessen that cap hit, extend him for a couple more years, maybe an out on the third year. I'm no contract expert, but I would like to see him like here and around. Yeah. What worries you most about the Jags? What worries me most, honestly, is just the Chiefs. Just some of their issues. So I worry a little bit about the Chiefs' red zone defense a little bit. I worry about how often they've turned it over on offense. I worry about the Chiefs not scoring much on their opening drives and just starting out slow. Again, they've proven time and time again to overcome that. But I don't know. Like, I think this is one of the best teams out of the bunch to play stylistically against the Chiefs. So I think Mahomes and company they're gonna have fun. Could it be a close game? Yeah, but I hope it's not. Watson will have 2 TDs. All right. I think he's got 1 on the season, so he's gonna have. Maybe he has 2 on the season. He doesn't have a lot. He's gonna have 2 though. Let's go. You think Mecole might get traded? Well, he'll be a free agent, Nathan. He'll be a free agent. So he'll probably sign with another team in the offseason, or the Chiefs might bring him back on a cheaper deal. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Yeah, Wyatt, I dropped a YouTube short on that today of my reaction to the 4 missed field goals because I did a live play-by-play reaction to that game last night. Bro, what the heck? What the heck? You'd like to pick up Kareem Hunt next year on a prove-it deal? I mean, hey, I kind of like that. What's Kareem Hunt's contract look like? Is he a free agent? I mean, he's definitely older, but that doesn't necessarily matter if he's got a little bit of gas left in the tank. He signed a 2-year contract with the Browns, but he is a free agent next year. Interesting. I mean, like on the surface, it looks cool, but I just don't know if the Chiefs will ever actually bring him back because of what happened. I do like the idea, though. What do you think is the weakest aspect of the Chiefs game we should watch out for? Red zone defense. If they can stop the Chargers, they can stop the Jags a few times in the red zone and hold them to 3 instead of 7. I mean, that's like, in my opinion, huge, huge wins. The Chiefs' red zone defense is 32nd in the NFL. Their defense has also given up the most passing touchdowns in the entire NFL. They're 32nd in the NFL on that as well. I mean, some bright spots is going to be they're 2nd in the NFL in sacks. Now, Frank Clark's not playing at 100%. So the most worrying part is going to be the young secondary and the red zone defense. Probably second to that is going to be special teams. Can Harrison Butker make his stuff? Can we not fumble or muff a punt? Which I think Kadarius Toney is fine back there. I think the fumble was a bit of a freak thing. But yeah, those are the two that really stand out to me. Our tackles are the biggest question in secondary. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess tackles are up there, but that's probably the third. That's probably like my third worry out of the 3 biggest concerns. I'd definitely put tackles. You think Andy dials up the Philly special to dunk on Peterson? Could you imagine, Matthew? Yeah, Kadarius Toney might break somebody's ankles this week. He's almost done it. He's almost juked people out of their souls. So I think he could juke people out of their ankle bone. I would think. What's going to happen with Kadarius Toney? What do you mean? He's under contract for 2 more years after this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dog. Yeah, I like the idea. I don't think he's coming back, though, because of all that. Yeah. Unless it's, enough time has passed and it's water under the bridge and they're willing to give him a second chance on a 1-year deal. I just don't know. My expectations of that happening is kind of low. Especially if they don't, if they still keep CEH, they're able to bring back Jerick McKinnon. They got Pacheco. I mean, they might bring in another back. It's probably not going to be Ronald Jones. He's going to want to go somewhere where he can actually play. But yeah, I still think there's a back that they could bring in. I have no idea who. Got rid of Dale Carter, Jared Allen because of character issues. I don't remember the drunk kindergarten incident off the top of my head, but I was reading this article today by Adam Teicher. I didn't read it all, but they were talking about Marcus Peters in that article when Andy Reid came. I don't remember exactly. I can't remember his draft year exactly, but I will say this: by the time they ended up getting rid of Peters, Andy Reid actually really liked Marcus Peters. They got along, but Marcus Peters didn't like a few people in the building, and Andy Reid doesn't deal with that kind of stuff. He wants everybody getting along, respect culture, no drama if possible, and that wasn't happening. So they got rid of him. So yeah, I mean, you get rid of him for that. I don't know why you would bring back Hunt, to be honest. KC 42, Jag 17. I mean, that would be fantastic. I would seriously love that. Isaiah Pacheco's kick returner. Yeah, I'm talking about punt returner. Yeah, Pacheco's been the kick returner. He's had a couple where I was like, woo. Someone said just draft a running back later in the rounds. Yeah, that could happen too. I'm more talking about if they want to bring in like a vet. Ronald Jones is a vet. You know, Melvin Gordon on the practice squad right now. He's a vet. Marquez with a 2. What's up, man? Who do we root for in these divisional games? I mean, that's a great question. I don't know that some of it, at least on the NFC, I don't know that it matters, but we could pull those up and look at it. You know what we could also do? Let me see. Divisional games. Pull those up. There's only 4. Pull them up. Click that. Do this. So here's the games. So you got Jags and Chiefs, Bills and Bengals, Giants and Eagles, Cowboys and 49ers. I mean, the NFC stuff doesn't affect us at all. It's just more like, who do you want to play in the Super Bowl? You know, maybe out of the 4 teams in the NFC that I'd rather see in the Super Bowl, I mean, I'd rather probably face the Giants or the Cowboys. Like, those 2 teams scare me less than the Eagles or the Niners. So maybe if you want to pull for the easier team, you root for one of them, but a Kelsey Bowl would be kind of cool. I mean, out of the Bills and Bengals, frick, dude, take your poison, you know? Take your poison. I kind of want to, I think this is a good time while we're talking about it. Let's start a poll and just kind of see who you guys want to win out of these teams. So let's go. I think Juju and Mecole will re-sign. Carson, thanks for the 2, man. I have no idea. I hope they re-sign Juju. I would love that. Mecole is a question mark. I talked about it more at the beginning of this video. You could go back there, but because of his injury and missing over half the season now and probably not playing in the postseason, it looks like he may come back on a cheaper deal. I didn't see that happening earlier when I expected him to play a full season. I thought he might get offered a bag in the offseason by another team, but I mean, it could happen, yes. All right, who do you want to win? Let's go. Let me pull up these teams. Let's go. We already know you guys. I mean, everybody in here is a Chiefs fan, so we know we want the Chiefs to win. Okay. Let's go. Let's go Bengals Bills. Even though we've done this a couple times, I think most people want the Bills. Even though I'm kind of open to the Bengals at Arrowhead. I'd rather have the home field, even though I know we lost to them last year at Arrowhead. I still kind of like the idea of home field over the neutral site against the Bills. Now, I think the Bengals are going to beat the Bills in the divisional. That's kind of my prediction. I could certainly be wrong. They're both great teams, both great QBs, great coaches. I mean, I feel like the Bengals are a better team. Now, if you base it off of last weekend, the wild card round, I don't know. They both kind of struggled. But again, I've kind of already prefaced that with playoff game is a playoff game. You know, don't read too much into those games. I mean, maybe you do, but I don't personally. And then we're going to vote on the NFC games too. I mean, over 100 have voted. It's 62 Bengals, 38 Bills. Who are more of a threat, Bills or Bengals? See, Elliot, I don't know. I think they're both legitimate threats. I mean, you would have home field advantage against the Bengals. Does that matter? I don't know. They beat the Chiefs twice at Arrowhead, I think. Right? Is 2 of the 3 wins that the Bengals have beat the Chiefs? Has it been at Arrowhead? I know at least one, the AFC Championship game. All right, so that's enough to say 62% Bengals, 39% Bills. So you'd rather face the Bengals, okay? Then the other 2, let's go. We'll vote, let me see. Giants, Eagles. Yeah, we'll do Giants, Eagles. Who do you want to win out of that? I mean, I like the idea of the Eagles winning and a Kelsey Bowl happening, but dude, I wouldn't mind if the Giants win. I think I would rather play them, to be honest. Yo, TPG with the 5. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Carson, thanks again for the 2. Mark S, thanks again for the 2. Mark, your 2 kind of started all the polls that we're doing, so hopefully that's helpful. Can we get how about those Chiefs? Let's go. The first poll only equals 99%. Yeah, if it's like a point something, sometimes they don't round it up. Bengals always seem to have luck on their side. Yeah, I mean, they've won all 3 games by 3 points, and it's been hard-fought games. You know, that last one, man, the Chiefs were rolling downfield to possibly go up by 11 with maybe 5-6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. But great play by the Bengals. They stripped that ball out from Travis Kelce, and things changed. It also is crazy on that third down that Mahomes got sacked, man. If he had a half second more, he was going to hit Juju. Juju was breaking away, man, on a scramble drill and had nobody. Mahomes was looking at him, too, when he got his ankle slapped. Again, there's no moral victories, but I'm just saying it was close. It was a really close game. Bengals are, yeah, they're actually kind of banged up, yeah. Like 3 of their linemen are banged up. This is really close. I'm going to let this poll keep going. 47% Giants, 53% Eagles. I would assume if you'd rather see the Eagles win, it's because you want a Kelce Bowl, right? I mean, that's what I would think. Carson with the 5. Bengals may have beat us a few times, but they won't beat us again. Well, I like the mindset, Carson. Thanks for the 5, brother. I do like that mindset a lot. I would really like to see, I mean, I think the best route is the Chiefs beat the Bing Bings to get to the Super Bowl. I feel like that would be a sweet tasting road to the Super Bowl, just based on them beating the Chiefs 3 times, them beating the Chiefs at Arrowhead last year at the AFC Championship game. I don't expect a Patrick Mahomes meltdown, hopefully, in that second half like we saw last year. That was probably his worst half of football we've ever seen him play. Thanks again for the 5, man. Matt Handcock, y'all out here yakking about the Bengals. Bro, we're talking about all the playoff games. There's 8 teams left. We're talking about all of them. And we literally have a poll going on right now, Giants and Eagles. So you want to get on here and be a little dillweed? We got an emote for you, little bud. I don't think you're living rent-free in our heads. I mean, I have a very sharp mind. It's at least 3 times sharper than yours will ever be. And yeah, it costs to have space up here. We're just talking about the playoffs, scenarios, roads to get there. And actually, I was complimenting your team. I was saying I think you guys are going to beat the Bills. I think you're a better team. So feel free to get on here with your chubby little thumbs. You're talking about the Bengals. When I was actually complimenting your team. Yo, Chris Wright with a 10? Let's freaking go, dude. Kelce Bowl, AFC Championship game at Arrowhead, and Veach we trust in the draft. Yeah, I mean, I'll be curious to see the moves that happen in free agency prior to the draft, but the Chiefs do have a lot of draft picks. The draft is in KC, so I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to do. You think you're losing to the Bills? Okay. How's it going? It's going to be chubby thumbs. I don't know. Kind of looked like he got some thick thumbs, man. The Chiefs and Bengals are very similar. Yeah. I mean, you got to play it regardless if they play the Bills, regardless if they play the Bengals. The Chiefs cannot have turnovers, man. You know, they can't implode on special teams. I mean, Josh Allen is so good that I think they're going to put up a lot of points on the Chiefs secondary. So Patrick Mahomes and company just got to put up a lot of points. I mean, Matt Hancock's obviously, he doesn't even think his team's going to win. So he's a little weird little Bing Bing fan. But I think Joe Burrow, regardless, they didn't have an O-line last year. They still got it done. So I still think they're a great team and could still beat the Bills. Yeah, limiting mistakes is always the key, Jeremy. I mean, it's kind of cliche, but it's pretty, like, in a lot of these games, the Chiefs have had the mistakes. And they've done that a lot this season and still been able to win these games just because they're pretty freaking good. You know, just still able to make up for those mistakes. I mean, the Chiefs don't have a great turnover ratio per their record. You don't want to play the Eagles in the Super Bowl? All right, I think this poll's gone on long enough. So 55% want the Eagles. All right. Now, last game is going to be Cowboys or 49ers on who you want to win. Cowboys, 49ers. I mean, I don't care so much about this game. Part of me just, some people are like, I want to see a 49ers rematch. I don't know how bad I want to see a 49ers rematch. Like, we beat them in the Super Bowl. We beat them earlier this season. I don't know if we have anything to really prove against the 49ers. Their defense is freaking good. Yo, Chris, thanks again for the 10, man. Yeah, Kelsey Bowl, could happen. Could happen, man. Zex, love your channel. Hope we keep Juju and don't get D-Hop. I don't know that we get D-Hop. We, yeah, definitely could keep Juju. We'll have to see. I like the idea. Juju said he wants to stay here. He loves it here. Why not love being on a team with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, you know? And why wouldn't you love that and get good money? As good as 13 seconds, a 13-second Chief sounds, yeah, let's not repeat that. Yeah, I mean, that was like a freaking, I mean, you play that out 50 times. I don't know how many times the Chiefs get into field goal range, but they did it. I mean, Travis Kelce saw some of the weakness there based on the coverage that they saw before the timeout. Let Mahomes know. They had a really good first play set up with Tyreek, so they did it again, honestly. First half, into the first half of the Bills game this year, the Chiefs drove down the field on 2 plays. I think one was a penalty though. But they drove down in like 2 plays, maybe 3, and kicked a field goal before half. It gets really overlooked because they didn't win the game. So like, it is what it is. But they drove down the field 2 plays in like 11 seconds instead of 13 or something like that. And they still were able to kick a field goal before half, which is pretty crazy. You're from Iowa, so you have to go with Brock and the Niners. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, Purdy's playing well. I think I would just rather not see the Niners. But it looks like they're going to win. I think a lot of people just don't like the Cowboys. They don't want to see them win. What's up, Cole? Can you play football? Oh, can I? Not right now. My back says no.
Every time we touch the field,
thanks for the 5, Mark. Left-handed fork is in the chat. I want the Bengals. Reed and Kelsey going to redeem us. Best versus the best. Yeah, I mean, bro, Bengals or Bills, both great teams. Both are, you know, playing with a lot of pride. Both have a lot to play for. Bills with, you know, DeMar Hamlin. The Bengals, I mean, they're the returning AFC champions. You know, they made it to the Super Bowl last year. They want to go back. They got a lot of confidence on their side. Yo, Chiefs Cast BR, a hello from Brazil. Let's go, Chiefs. A huge Chiefs Kingdom here, bro. Let's go, Chiefs Cast. Thanks for the $10. I don't know what that stands for, but I appreciate it, bro. That's dope. Yeah, I've had a few different people hit me up saying like, man, there's a good pocket of fans like in this area. So, man, Chiefs Kingdom, let's go. Far and wide. Yeah, we're not going to overlook the Jags. We've already talked about, we've kind of already talked about Chiefs and Jags. Twice. It's Arrowhead when it's Cincy by all 3 points. Yeah. Twice at Arrowhead. Yeah, okay. Cowgirl's about to choke. There it goes. Show us the coffee again. Coffee? It's not ready yet. It's not out yet. But we got the coffee. I just got it in the freaking mail today. Let's go. Smells good. They sent samples like a few weeks ago, and it was fire. Purdy versus Mahomes, you like the chances? I do like that too. Hey, Cole just rushed over here. By the way, hope the Cowgirls lose. What up, David? Coffee. Yeah, I'm excited for the coffee as well. Pat greater than Josh? Yeah, I mean, Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, I mean, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, they're all really good QBs. I would put Mahomes at the top. I mean, I'm biased, but I honestly think it's true. He's just probably the best QB in the NFL. That doesn't mean that the best QB doesn't lose games. It's a freaking team sport with 53 men on the roster. But yeah, I mean, I always say, hey, Mahomes over everybody in the postseason. Look at his 5-year tenure compared to everybody else's, you know. Poll, playoff game is this weekend. Super Bowl in the air. Is anyone else feeling Super Bowl jitters? Or maybe it's just you? I'm not feeling Super Bowl jitters. Personally, I'm like one game at a time, man. I'm more just like, let's focus up on this game. And then let's take it from there. So yeah, we've been talking about like potential AFC championship stuff, but yeah, we can't overlook the Jags, man. We talked about them earlier. CH was eating in the red zone. Yep, was doing really well. I mean, to be honest, since he's been out, McKinnon's been eating in the red zone. So maybe it was just going to be one or the other regardless. CEH had a lot. He was leading the red zone TDs for running backs. McKinnon has scored his 9 of his 10 touchdowns in his last 6 or 7 games. Or it's the back half of the season. He scored almost all of them. You would just like Cincy to get the monkey off the back? Yeah, for sure. Jags first. Cole idea. Need a baby skip crying? I don't want that guy on my screen at all. That guy's a joke. Worst QB still in the playoffs? Yikes. Well, it ain't Mahomes, it ain't Burrow, it ain't Allen. And it's probably not Trevor Lawrence. So is it Daniel Jones or Dak Prescott? Is it Daniel? I mean, Brock Purdy? I mean, his sample size is so small. I feel like he's playing really well. Most people said Dak. McKinnon is wide receiver. I mean, he has mostly receiving stats. Mostly on checkdowns and screens and safety valve, quick passes from Mahomes on scramble drills. I mean, that last Raiders touchdown, Mahomes is scrambling and just goes. The Denver Broncos one where he just goes like this. Dak overhated or overrated? Did you guys not see Dak yesterday? Yeah, I thought he played pretty well. They just said, who do you think is if it ain't Dak, who is it? Daniel Jones? I mean, it's probably not any of the AFC QBs, in my opinion. Mark with the 5. Thanks for acknowledging the 2 from me and building off of it. It was pretty cool to change the whole direction of the stream. Hey, let's go, Mark. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, that was a cool little segue there. I was like, hey, the divisional rounds are coming up. Why not talk about it? Against a bad Bucs team that backed into the playoffs. I mean, the Bucs are not a good team, bro. So there is that. There is that. Yeah, Carl Cheffers is reffing the Bills and Bengals game. I did see that. You think Daniel Jones is underrated? So who's the worst QB left out of the 8 then? Actually, you know what? That's a good poll because we could put 4 QBs. Who's the worst QB left? Because we're not going to put... Okay. Dak is 1, but we could put 4. So who else are we putting? Purdy? I guess. Could you put Purdy in there? His sample size is so small, I just don't know. I mean, probably Daniel Jones. And who else? Who should the 4th be? I mean, that's all NFC. Should we put Trevor Lawrence in there? Should he be the 4th? Or are we going to put... who's the 4th NFC team? The Eagles. It's not Hurts. You want to put Lawrence? All right, let's put Lawrence. Boom, there's the 4. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this poll actually pans out. Dookie Dak. Eagles backup. Minshew? Well, Hurts is going to play, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he threw 4 picks. I mean, Mahomes threw 3 picks against the Broncos. It doesn't necessarily make him bad. You know what I mean? You can have an off game. He still came back and won it. That was crazy. No, Gregory, we just did a poll on that, and the majority, I think, said the Bengals. Pretty sure. Minshew to the Raiders for next year? Let's go. What is Hardman's status? Troy, I talked about it at the beginning, but I don't think he's going to play. Yeah, I don't think he's going to play. Daniel Jones did play good against the worst defense that was in the playoffs. Against the Vikes? Bro, that game was nuts, man. The trash can won it, oh darn. Still nervous about playing down and starting slow. Yeah, the Chiefs definitely do that. Not always, but I mean, remember their Super Bowl run? I mean, how many comebacks do we have on that Super Bowl run? That is nuts. I think we win 38-17. Dang, okay, I like that. Will the rest be a factor? I don't think so, Richard. In my video that I dropped Monday, it's gosh, who is the ref? It's nobody to stress over, in my opinion. I'm trying to remember who it was. I shared about it. Yesterday, I believe, and it is, well, frick. I guess I tweet too much because I always go to my profile thinking, it's Hockley. Yeah. Sean Hockley. Ed's son. And against that team, I talked about it in yesterday's video, or yeah, it was yesterday's video. I'm trying to remember what their record was. The Chiefs have done pretty well with him as a ref. So I'm not necessarily that worried. What's up, Elgin? Not Wolf? Everybody ready for Saturday? I mean, I freaking hope so, man. All right, Daniel Jones is getting the worst QB remaining. It was either Dak or Jones, and Jones is going to take that. Chetford hates us because he's a dillweed. I mean, Kelsey also said he doesn't even deserve to work at Foot Locker years ago. You're going to that game, Gabriel? Oh, let's go, man. Should the NFL add nickname jerseys? Instead of having the player's last name, they put the player's nickname like Tyreek Hill equals Cheetah? That'd be way too confusing, probably. So, no. They'll probably just stick with their last name. Dak is butt cheeks. I mean, or you could just be like Ocho Cinco. Just go legally change your name to what you want your last name to be. Jones is Barkley's sidekick. I mean, Jones is like, he's all right. He's a dual threat. Raphael with the 20 Canadian. 20 Canadian. What's up, man? Anyone remember when everyone said how tough the West was going to be and how the Chiefs were going to fall off without Hill? Well, Raiders are getting a cooked Brady. Broncos are dead like Wilson's value, and the Chargers, ooh, bro, thanks so much for the 20, man. Yeah, we were all here for the offseason. We were all here collecting receipts, just kind of waiting. I've done a couple YouTube shorts on this subject recently. If you guys haven't seen it, I did one like a couple months ago called The AFC West is Officially Dead, but I did another one just like last week or 2 weeks ago about the implosion of the seasons that the Broncos and Raiders have had, and it's so bad. I also want to show you guys something that I'm dropping a short on it tomorrow, but you guys got to see this video if you haven't seen it, man. There's this video that surfaced from a security camera of a Raiders fan jumping off like the balcony at their stadium and like falling through the plexiglass and hitting the ground. You guys got to see this, man. All right, look at this. So I want you to look up here. Right here at the top of the screen, there's a guy in a black shirt, and he's actually just beginning to lift his leg over this plexiglass, okay? So you see him? He's right here. He lifted his leg over the plexiglass. All right, I'm just going to let it play now. I think there's something here that he was trying to jump onto, and he went through it and crashed all the way to the bottom. What a freaking idiot. I'm going to go back. Look at the police. All right, look at this. Look at this dummy, man. Oh, and then what's even crazier is he almost hit a kid. There's a kid walking right under him. He almost hit that kid, man. Oh my gosh. What a dillweed, man. Dillweed's in the chat for that guy. Yo. Why is everybody saying, hey, Cole? Oh, my chat went all the way back up to the beginning. I was like, why is everybody saying, hey, Cole? I'm confused. Raphael, thanks again for the 20, bro. What a dillweed, man. Send that man back to Oakland. That was crazy. Yeah, it was close. Almost hit that kid. I'm glad he didn't. This is dumb. I mean, he broke through something. So I think he was thinking he could jump down and land like on the plexiglass. But I don't know where he was going to go after that because he couldn't get back up. And for all we know, maybe he dropped something down there. But still, he looked like a dillweed. He looked like a dillweed. Bro wanted a car jersey. Yeah, RIP to his ankles, man. Can I have number 10 Chiefs jersey for my birthday? You want this signed Tyreek jersey? Oh, you want me to just buy you one? You could, hey, if you're a member, are you a member? It's like, member, we'll do the members only live stream soon. And then you can maybe get a jersey. Yo, I got to schedule the members only Zoom call, by the way. It's going to either be tomorrow night or Thursday night. I think the poll has already voted and it's already been decided, but I'll schedule that tonight when I get off. I do have a P.O. box. Why? It's in the description. Every video it says send me stuff. It's actually a UPS box. It's right here, but it's literally in the description. So, bro, we've had some cool stuff sent, man. We had these were sent to us. This was like one of the first things that anybody ever sent me was these Chiefs coasters, which is kind of cool. Got that. Somebody sent me like a couple people sent me wine, beers in the mail. Becky sent me something. So, yeah, you don't have to necessarily send me stuff, but it is in the description if you want to. Definitely don't have to. Had some cool letters, like just people saying like, thank you for all you do. That was really cool. Yo, Travis Cruza. Travis Cruza? Thanks for the membership, man. Let's go. The falling Raider pretty much sums up their season. Ah, man. They did fall, man. I really wish the best for Derek Carr. Like, I know we kind of troll around about the guy, but, you know, based on what happened to him and how they kind of treated him at the end there, you know, I understand why they did it. Business is business. He has a really hefty injury clause or injury guarantee in his contract where he would have, I think, gotten all of his salary next year if he got injured in the last 2 games. So, okay. I'm not going to like
be the Grim Reaper.
root for him next year, but I wish him well, man. I wish him, you know, hope he does well. Yo, Aaron Monroe gifted a sub and Smoking Pots got it. Let's go. Thanks for that gifted, brother. Hopefully he finally gets that eyeliner sponsorship. Do you think Adams will stay? I mean, Adams made it seem like he wants to stay.
And when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper and go get it.
He made it seem like he wanted to stay, but dude, I don't know. I mean, I'd take him. He's expensive though. Brand with the gifted. Yo, what is going on? Rice, PRT with the 2 Canadian. Your setup looks awesome, bro. Keep up the good work. Yo, thanks so much, man. Yeah, I worked quite a while on the setup, and I'm a videographer by trade, so I kind of had some of the pieces. I've had this camera and some of this stuff. So, dude, I'm glad you like the content, man, or the setup. So I am working, guys, on upgrading the setup. I want to upgrade the experience. I want to do like some custom animations when donations come in. And then I want to work in a second camera. I have another camera. It's just sitting right over there. So I have another camera that I want to work in. And then, just so you guys know, I want to show you this. Look what we got in the mail. Look what we got in the mail. We got a twin. We got a twin. So now we can do dual live streams if I have a guest, which we might have a guest in the morning. We might have a surprise live stream in the morning, by the way, 9:30 a.m. My wife, Danny, may come down for a surprise Q&A one day. We'll do this like in the off season. For my dad's birthday, we might have my dad here. We'll have a spare mic. If you ever want a guest to come in here and commentate a game with me or something, we could bring somebody in. So, y'all, I wanted to show you all that we did get the mic because a lot of you donated when I said I was going to get a second mic. You're like, oh, okay, here. So we got the mic. I got it set up. I tested it today. It sounds crispy. So we got it. But I was saying all that to say we're upgrading the stream. We'll add a second camera. I might even add like a soundboard and just some other stuff that we could do with like quick keys. I do have a stream deck right there, but I don't really use it. Dude, membership's going nuts. What is going on here? Carson. I feel like I missed a couple things. Did I miss something? Oh, darn with the 5. Let's not make fun of people falling in here because Cora's rad. Wait, what happened? Cara's a secret Revlon girl. Yo, Becky and Quint got the gifted. Nice, okay. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, you got the Kadarius Toney. Let's go. Yeah, we got the second mic. Yeah, Danny. No green screen? Yeah, dude, when I first started this channel, everybody was like, wow, dude, nice green screen. I'm like, bro, this ain't no green screen. No. I remember one time somebody asked me if it was a green screen, and I literally went and took this helmet and put it on and came over here. I was like, you can't do that on a green screen. Terry with the 5. Let's go Chiefs. Nice mic, Cole. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, we got it. You guys helped me get it. I said we would get it. So now we can have guests in here. I also I thought about this, and then I'll keep answering questions. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I thought about for some of my like live streams or play-by-play reactions, even just having a producer over here helping with some of the scenes and maybe even keeping score and like doing all that stuff that maybe I can just focus more up on the game and chat. But they could have a mic over here and add like random stats like from the Chiefs PR page and stuff like that. Like they don't even necessarily have to be on camera. They could just have their own mic. So yeah, we're trying to upgrade and we're trying to add to the experience, certainly. Thanks again for the 5. Oh, darn. Is that merch? This? Yeah. This is merch. Merch store. It's in the description. Your daughter can't sneak up on you through a green screen. That's true, K-Wayne. Yeah, that's an OG right there. If you guys remember that. You're an OG if you remember my daughter scaring me. Did you ever play football? No, I didn't. We just watched Chiefs every Sunday. I did Taekwondo for like 12, 13 years. That was like my main thing. Where'd you get the mic? I actually got it from Amazon, but it's the Shure SM7B. It's the same mic. I just got it from Amazon, 1-day shipping, shipped it over. Should bring in the guys from All Chiefed Up. That'd be fun. They don't live here. They're in, I don't even know where they are. Maybe next Chiefs game. You got to fix the bin under the T. Oh yeah, bro, that's funny you noticed that. That bin has like all the power cords in it and it sometimes has trouble closing. That's funny you can see that. Cole, when your dad's birthday is on February 28th. Yeah. That was scary. Bro, she scared me bad, dude. My daughter came down. She's like 6, wears a nightgown, and like had her hair like in front of her, like the girl from The Ring, bro. Bro, scared me so bad. I wish I knew what episode it was. I just pull it up and show you guys, but I have no idea. If any of the OGs know what video it was, let me know, but I don't. Yeah, Terry in the chat. We gonna win it all. Go Chiefs. Let's go, man. Hey, Cole, where do you find the link for the members only Discord? It's in the description. So there's like 4 or 5 things in the description. It's like the last one in the group of links. Members join the Discord channel. Members Discord. It's in there. Cole, can we get a replay of you being scared by your daughter? Well, I didn't actually do much. I just was like, I think I was literally reading reading the script, teleprompter. I was going like this, and then in my peripheral, I saw somebody walk up. I normally hear it coming downstairs. I didn't hear it. I was just talking. I was like, oh, hi, Maddie. But dude, my hair spiked up on my arms. Yeah, it freaked me out. Bro, we live right now? Yes, sir. Matt, what's up, dude? Oh, what are you going to do if the Chiefs lose? Oh, what am I going to do? Keep living. Keep making content. We'll stream the AFC Championship game and NFC Championship game. Stream the Super Bowl. Still put out Chiefs videos on free agency, draft stuff, trades. Still make a bunch of YouTube shorts. Still do my weekly live streams. Yeah, it'll still keep rolling. It'll slow down. I know the offseason will get a little bit. It'll get a little bit of become a little bit of a grind. But hey, man, I got plans. Yeah, CH is a third stringer. Yeah. If he comes back, he'll be behind Pacheco and McKinnon. Hey, Cole, what's your thoughts on having during a broadcast of a field? Oh, so we know where the ball is? Yeah, some of those others, they share a screen. It's like a screen share of like ESPN's box score, so you can see where it is on the field. I don't like the look of it, to be honest. I'm pretty much a minimalist. If I could figure out a better way for my play-by-plays to have something like that, dude, if I had a producer over here and we had like that and you could see where the ball was on the field and just somebody could manually move it, like, it's a dope idea, to be honest. I ain't watching that movie, Dawn. I'm going to be scared of my daughter forever if I watch that movie. I ain't watching that. Cole, you still doing daily vids? I try. It's not every day anymore. It's too much on me, man. Yeah, between all the live streams, all the YouTube shorts, and just running the behind the scenes of the channel, it's a lot. A daily video takes me like 8 hours, like 8 solid, maybe longer sometimes to make. That's from researching. Researching is like 2-3 hours, sometimes longer. Filming, the edit takes 2 hours, sometimes longer. Title, thumbnail. And it was real, like, I was just getting exhausted, man. So I'm getting editing help, and that's going to help me. But I don't do them every day. Like, I didn't drop a daily today, but I did all my updates at the beginning of the live stream. So you think Tony's going to go off? I like that, MB. Yeah, Fortson's a great blocker. Yeah, he's not set to come back per se yet, but his window's open. If he comes back, that'd be good. I mean, I would say Noah Gray's probably a better blocker than Fortson, but Fortson's a better red zone threat. Do you know if Mecole's playing? Probably not, David. Probably not. Do you think... That's a weird way to word it. You think we'll get rid of Bieniemy? Well, he's on a 1-year deal. He is set to interview with some teams. I mean, Jim Irsay, a little weirdo, announced it on Twitter that he was interviewing Eric Bieniemy. So Eric Bieniemy is at least interviewing with the Colts. He'll probably interview with a few more teams. I don't know. The Colts are going to be the 16th team he's interviewed for a head coaching position. I don't know. I remember the days when just making it to the wild card was like playing in the Super Bowl for the Chiefs. Good riddance, dude. Yeah, Flip. Bro, those were the days. I remember when we won with Mahomes in 2018, the first game. I was like, that's when I bought his jersey. I was like, we won a playoff game. We won a playoff game. And I bought a Mahomes jersey right then. That was kind of expensive too back then for us. My wife was like, how much is that jersey? She's like, you're buying that? I was like, trust me. I got to buy this. William, thanks, man. Yeah, I've put a concerted effort on YouTube Shorts, dropping 4 to 5, maybe more a week if I can do it. Shorts are growing the channel by far. It's the number one thing that's really helping expand the growth, and they're going to start paying in February. So what I've started doing, honestly, is I've taken Tuesdays and working on shorts all day until the live stream. And then I just plug all the daily Chiefs news at the live stream. I'll do a daily video tomorrow. I'll probably do a daily video Thursday as well. And then instead of a daily video on Friday, I'll probably just do the live stream and any news updates there. So I'm still aiming for like 3 to 4 days a week doing dailies. Live streams are 3 days a week. Shorts are every day almost, maybe every other. And then if any major news drops, I always run down here and update you guys. So like, for example, Willie Gay Jr. got suspended. I ran down, recorded a video right then. Frank Clark got suspended. Kadarius Toney got traded to the Chiefs. Like any update, you can just be sure that I will do an update as soon as I can on it. So sometimes we'll have those, on top of a daily. It just kind of depends on what happens. Why would you sign Eric Bieniemy knowing you're giving it? I don't know that somebody needs to confirm that because he was on a 1-year deal. I don't know that they are going to owe draft picks. He's not under contract after this season. Oh, you think so? You think so, Michael? Titans requested an interview with Bieniemy and Nagy for OC. Yeah. I mean, Nagy might. I don't know. It's a great freaking question. It'll be interesting to see what happens with those coaches in the offseason. I mean, Nagy was a head coach, previous OC, obviously before that. He's kind of lower on the totem pole than he probably needs to be, but he liked coming back to KC, working with Mahomes. I would expect him to climb the ladder again, whether it's in Kansas City. I mean, some are saying, hey, Bieniemy goes elsewhere, and then Nagy climbs up, but I don't know. Tatum, what up? What up? Good night, man. Yo, thanks, Matthias. Appreciate that. Tony's getting fed this postseason. Dr. Savage, I like that a lot. Yes, sir. Without context, this is so funny to read. Every time I've read y'all saying love your shorts, I'm like, how do you guys know I'm even wearing shorts? But yeah, love the YouTube shorts, man. Thank you. Yeah, I work hard on them. They take a long time. The little minute things, but like I handcraft all of them and hand edit them. Like most people doing shorts, they're just pulling like micro content. Like they'll just pull like right here, me answering a question about, or earlier answering my thoughts on the future of CEH. And that's valid. I could pull that as micro content, but I'm trying to make like engaging, unique short content. So it's taking a lot of thought. It's like, but it puts me in storytelling mode and it's a lot of fun. Hey, Cole, does YouTube, how does YouTuber pay YouTubers like use the cheese vids and stuff like microphone? Yeah. I think the way microphone gets away with it is he zooms way in on the footage. He puts filters over the footage and he only has clips that are like 1 second long. Like, I mean, none of my videos get copyrighted and I use like little short clips in the intros of my video. I don't use it all throughout pretty much. I don't really use much of like NFL or any video footage after the intro. But I think that's how he gets away with it. Yeah. And we love him. Try to stay away from speculation. Wait, what? What are you talking about? EB is not thinking. Wait, what? Andy Reid won't be around forever? Why wouldn't you want to take over a Mahomes-led team? Well, just because he's interviewing doesn't mean he necessarily is going to take them either. So, I don't know. Andy Reid might still be around for like 5 years longer. Yo, what's up, John? What up, what up? Yo, what's up, Paisley? Yeah, Rachel's in here. Yeah, Rachel the legend. What's up, Rachel? I didn't see your name. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Tony's just chilling, creeping. We love your commercials too. Yo, actually, on that note, I might make a video update, but I did sign. I signed with a management company last week. I haven't really talked about it yet because, nothing's really changing. But I signed with the same company that manages Brandon Perna, manages Brett Coleman, and a bunch of other, not only sports YouTubers, just big, just influencers. It's funny they call me an influencer. I guess I'm an influencer. I'm just, I don't know, a YouTuber. that makes Chiefs news videos in my basement, but I guess I'm an influencer. Anyway, I signed with that company, and what that's going to allow me to do is we'll do some more, like some of the dailies, maybe once or twice a week, we'll have sponsored ads in it. But what I want to do with the ad money I get from those ads is hire an editor. So I want to invest in the channel, grow the staff a little bit, and output even more. So the troll videos I used to make, the skits, the shorts, like all that stuff. I want to do it all, but I can't. So that's a pretty big deal to sign with them. It was like, it's a really big blessing for me. But nothing's really changing. I'll just have an ad or two and a video a week, like maybe one or two a week or something like that. But it's going to really help me be able to pay an editor and maybe even script writers and just stuff to really help put more content out. So super stoked about that. Cliff to KC after Thailand DMT trip, bro. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I went with the Perniferm. That's who I wanted to go with. What's up, bro? How about this Chiefs? I got a question. Is Mecole Hardman? He's currently not trending towards playing on Saturday. Cole doing less equals Cole doing more. That's actually true. Yo, hello. Thanks, man. Appreciate that a ton. Rumors have it Tom Brady's coming to the Chiefs as a third string backup. Oh, okay. Never happening, but that'd be kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, editing's hard too. It's very time consuming, and I could train someone to edit. I can't train somebody to be here on the live stream. So those are important to me. I pretty much script all the voiceovers for the scripts. Those are pretty hard. I'm a storyteller, man. I'm a videographer by trade. Used to interview, I used to do like documentary or like mini doc style, like corporate interviews for a living. Would you rather fight Micah Parsons or Aaron Donald? I mean, they both would knock me silly, dude. Dude, I don't know. Aaron Donald, even though he's a bigger guy, I just feel like I could, if I had to, maybe I could outrun him. I could never outrun Parsons. There's no way. FLDB, what's up? Another channel has a dude that looks like you? Oh, what channel? I'm not the only bald guy with a red beard, so. Yo, Becky with the 5. Good night and go Chiefs. Thank you, Becky. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a ton. Supportive as always. Is Mecole pulling a Lamar Jackson or legit injury? You know what is interesting? Somebody commented this on my video today, or not video, on my status today. They said,
yeah, when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper.
Let me see.
And go get it.
Oh, what did they say? Where did that comment go? Somebody basically said something like, oh, here it goes. Feels like it's almost a handshake agreement between the Oregon Hardman. The team is going to give his snaps to Tony, and he doesn't risk any additional injury before free agency. I mean, that's just speculation. I have no idea, but, you know, he is going to free agency next year. I feel like if he could play, he would play, because why wouldn't you want to raise your stock before you hit free agency? So honestly, I have no idea. Well, yeah, we think it's a sports hernia or something, man. If he still ain't right. Bro, there's way more advertisers than Manscaped. Bear Mattress is one. HelloFresh is one. That's 2 through them. So, lowest moment as a Chiefs fan? I mean, in recent years for me, one of the lows was watching the Chiefs get blown out in the Super Bowl. I was at the AFC Championship game watching them lose. I mean, we've had some, like DT passing was a big one. There was a big incident of a what was that, back in 2012, I think. That was a pretty low one. Yeah, Javon Belcher, that situation, that was, yeah, December 2012. That's a pretty low one. So another one would probably be, you know, the Andy Reid's son incident. That's a low. I mean, there's lows there, man. But if you're just talking like specifically games, I mean, getting blown out in the Super Bowl is pretty bad. Losing to the Colts we were up 28. What was that, 2013? That one was pretty bad. I was at, every playoff game I've been to, the Chiefs have lost, so those have all been bad. Yeah, they might shut down Mecole. I mean, Coach Reid said today, I talked about it at the beginning of my stream, but he just said that he's still not doing well. Yeah, he's not. They're trying to ramp him up, and he's not responding well, and he's dealing with pain, so they're trying to work through that. Were you a skater growing up? No, Michael. I was not. We have a lot of draft picks plus 3 comp picks from Pringle, Reed, and Hughes, possibly one more for Fenton. Yeah. He was traded for was it a 7th? But there was like what was the term of that? Remember the term. His head is bald and he has a red beard. Nice. Yeah, there's some out there like that. NordVPN. Do you think you could out trash talk Jalen Ramsey? Probably not, Max. Probably not. Yeah, that one was a bad one. Yeah, Becky and Quint. It was. Losing to the Steelers all field goals. That one was pretty ugly. Yeah, this one, DT Carbeck. That's a bad one, Joe. Montana getting knocked out of the game. What's up, Tan the man? You don't have updates on DeMar? I mean, the last update I heard, he's home. He was visiting the team last week. I haven't heard any recent update. I think he's just chilling, man. He's like on social media and posting, and it's crazy. Have you seen the new video of the Chiefs channel called Doing the Most What We Do? I have not. When did that drop? I haven't seen that. Yeah, that one was insane, Threadpool. In the off season, I'll do a video on that. I don't know if I'm going to do a long form video or just a YouTube short, but that's a crazy one. I want to be sensitive about that one, but I think it's worth telling. Adam loves the beard. Thanks, man. I've been growing it out since like, I don't even know, dude. Like 2016, 2017. Cole just came back from watching the game against the Jags. 42-17. Boom, baby. Let's go, James. I like that. He was a guest on KCSN. Oh, is it not one of the KC Lab guys? Craig? No. Yeah, Craig. That's got to be it. Gerback. That was a bad one. Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Well, hopefully the freaking Chiefs, man. That one was a bad one. That was, I mean, what year was that? But that was a bad one. That's so sad. Especially like, you know, with him just trying to just save those kids. He died in 83. So I was born in 91. I wasn't around for that, but it's a sad ordeal. Get Mac Lethal on the new mic. That'd actually be fire. Okay, I'll check it out, Big T, in a bit. Yeah, for sure. Would you rather pay I'd probably just go the Bing Bings, play them at home. Yeah, I'd probably just play them at home. Chiefs winning the Super Bowl? I like that a lot. Lego, what's up, man? Lego, one of the fearless mods, holding it down. Appreciate you, man. I mean, shout out to all the mods. Brand's in here, Flip. K Wayne, I saw him in here. FLDB was in here. He's in there too. Am I missing anybody? Yeah, shout out Lego. I think I got everybody. Holly, I don't think she dropped in, but shout out to the mods, man. What's up, David Dale? If the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, would you hit the gritty? Nah, dude, I don't know how to hit the gritty. I don't know how to do that. I ain't going to be one of those guys. What's up, Arch? Welcome back. Welcome back. Dave, I don't know off the top of my head. Died in car crash on I-70. When was this? Dude, Max, I don't even know what that means. Can you get sturdy? I don't even know what that means, bro. When we pulling out the red on red uniforms this year? Have they not pulled out? Have they not done red on red at all? Why are you saying that? I like dogs. You go away. I'm just playing. None of y'all go away. Why are you saying that? Chiefs go 2-14. But what player should the Chiefs... Wait. Chiefs go 2-14 season, but what player should Chiefs bring to the next season to Chiefs? Bro, I don't even know what that means. Are you talking about your lowest point was when the Chiefs went 2-14? I mean, that was a bad one. What player should the Chiefs bring to the next season? I don't know, man. Yeah, there's a lot of things they could do there. Hopefully, maybe an upgrade at safety a little bit. Keep Justin Reed. Obviously, he's under contract. I would like that. Wide receiver is going to happen. I'm curious what they do with the tackles. Yeah, there's a few different things. I don't know, though. Cool, if we win the Super Bowl, you got to hit the gritty, bro. I have no idea how to do that. Juju and Dunlap, bring them back. Speaking of John Ross, are we going to really have a very dangerous offense? Or we are going to, but is the Chiefs really going to sign him for the next year into the roster? I don't know, man. He's going to have an opportunity to fight for the roster. He's got to make it. That's like when the Chiefs signed Josh Gordon. Everybody wanted him to make it. He didn't make it. So he's got to be able to fight for his spot. Yeah. Okay. I wonder why, Rachel. I won't lie. I really like the white on white uniforms. I thought that was fire. Kind of like white on white. Yeah, I think I kind of like the white on white, man. Adam, to be honest. Terry's at work. Terry's always on the grind. Steven, what's up, man? Yeah, there's two Rosses. There's John Ross and Justin Ross. There's two now. Two J Rosses. I have not seen the David's Gronk episode yet, David. I have not. I heard it was good, though. I want to listen to it. CH getting touches, book it? I mean, if he returns, he could. I don't see him getting a bunch of touches. You should try doing a game night like Madden, COD, or other. In the offseason, we'll experiment with that. Probably Madden. That makes more sense on this channel. But I'm not very good at Madden, so that'd be entertaining. Do you want CMC? He's a freaking dog, but he ain't leaving the Niners. Snow in the forecast for Saturday's game? Really? I mean, that benefits the Chiefs too. You're talking about playing the Jacksonville Jags, the Jaguars. Let's see. Saturday, high of 40, low of 28. Showers in the afternoon, high near 40. Rain and snow in the evening, transitioning to snow showers late. Oh, yikes. Yeah, weather could play It's definitely John Ross, Night Hunter. John Ross is that receiver that the Chiefs just signed, the former ninth overall pick in the 2017 draft. He went right before Mahomes, and he's clocked the fastest 40 time, I think, in the NFL, or tied for the fastest. So I did a video on that earlier last week, maybe. Should Madden add the snow globe play? I like that. No black and no yellow. Yeah, we ain't doing that. We are not going to Atlanta to play the Bills. We're going to KC to play Cincy. All right, well, we got to get past the divisional, but I'm for it. The man with the sexiest beard on YouTube. Yo, let's go, Hunter. Appreciate you, man. Well, just curious to hear your thoughts. Did you see the NFL mention that their chips and the balls for measurements? No. Like they're thinking about doing that, or there currently is? That's the first I've heard. You think we're resting Hardman? Yeah, I do, Bleezy. Yeah, if you go to the beginning of the stream, I weigh in on it a little bit more, but yeah, I think so. Well, guys, I normally get off at 10 on these live streams. My battery is on 0%. So when this bad boy dies, just like last night, we're going to get off. Let's see, I've streamed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, tonight. We might have a surprise stream tomorrow morning, and then we'll be back Friday. I'm going to stream the game Saturday. I'm going to stream the game Sunday. So it's been crazy, but I love doing this, man. I love hanging out with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. It's a lot of fun. Again, I'll be on for the next few minutes until this battery dies. That's kind of my... last time I said I'll get off when the battery dies, it lasted like 10 or 15 more minutes. So we'll definitely see. Hot take, Giants are better than the Bing Bings? Really? Could definitely see. Chris, appreciate you. David, oh darn. Terry. Gonna last 30 years. It did last like 10 to 15 minutes last time, but it doesn't always do that. So I am just we'll go until it dies. It could be another 10 minutes, which I'm fine to do that. Cole, you're a madman? Bro, Troy, it's been a grind and a half. That's also why, I couldn't even have done a daily video today if I wanted to. I've been working so many hours on covering all the playoff stuff, and it's been a lot. But we'll do a daily video tomorrow for sure. I'll wake up first thing and work on it. Working on the night shift. Appreciate your content and updates. Yo, Brian, thank you, man. Brand with the 5. McKinnon was a starting running back for the postseason last year. Pacheco likely to be the starter this year, both because CH was injured going into the season. Yeah, I mean, that makes the most sense to me. I don't think they're just going to try to disrupt the groove of what the Chiefs have going on in the running back room. I think CH, I said it earlier, he's going to be like Ronald Jones. Like, he'll be there for when one of those guys need a break for a second. And that we don't even know if he's coming back. His window's opened. We don't know if he's coming back. So, Brand, thanks for the 5, man. Yeah, I kind of agree. If you had to bet to shave your beard if the Chiefs lost, would you do it? No, I said at the beginning of the season, if the Chiefs go undefeated and win the Super Bowl, I'd shave my beard. And thank God they lost a game or two. I was nervous for a minute, but they lost pretty early. They lost to the Colts pretty early on. Love being here. This channel's the best. Don, you're the best. Appreciate you. Terry with the 10, thanks for your hard work. You're awesome. Nah, appreciate you guys. It's been a lot of fun to do it. M&M's or Reese's? Dude, definitely M&M's. Chris Wright with the 10. Dude, you guys are crazy. You're about to make me swap this battery. I'm just playing. Thanks so much, man. Do not shave that beard. I would look so wild without it. Hey, guys. How's it going? Yeah. No, Rocky, that's you, man. Do you think the defense could level up in the postseason? I mean, that's the hope and the prayer. John, just as they get experience, the young defense just keeps getting better, man. I'm a little bit worried about how some of them may handle the pressure of the postseason, but we have the team that we have. They're the second youngest average age defense in the NFL, and it just is what it is. So a lot of it's on Mahomes and the offense, man. The NFL is opening a European division. I don't know. I don't have too much of a take on that. We'll cover that in the offseason, certainly. I'll dive into a lot of this stuff. We'll cover it. Just isn't a good live stream till Cora gets savage. Hey, man, she was almost getting timed out last night. I mean, mods are like, yo. Cora, so funny. Oreo, you the man. Without the beard, you'd be powerless. Bro, we'd probably lose subs. I read the story of this YouTuber. I don't even remember his name, but he was like a faceless YouTuber. He had like a mask on and all of his content. And he did like a face reveal one day. And like people were like so shocked by what he looked like without the mask. He like lost subs and his traction went down. That would be like me if I shaved the beard. People would be like, oh my gosh. You think we've been playing under our full capabilities? Time to press on the gas during the playoffs? I mean, honestly, the coaches have been saying it. If the Chiefs just fire on offense, defense, and special teams in the same game, it's over. A lot of times they fire on defense, the offense struggles. A lot of times the offense fires, the defense has some struggles. Or both of them do decent and they just completely implode on special teams. So, dude, fire on all three phases and let's freaking go, man. Chiefs, Bills, Cowboys, Giants, Bengals, Jags, 12th? So you think they're getting bounced, obviously. You were tiptoeing the line. That's the concept behind the Magic Magician. I'll have to look that up. Biggest takeaways from the Jags game on Saturday. I think the way the Chargers stopped them in the first half plays right into our style or D plays. Yeah. I'm going to also rewatch the game tomorrow. I'm going to rewatch the Chiefs and Jags game, but yeah, they definitely look beatable. So that's a team I was glad that we were going to play. Not saying it's a for sure win. It's like any given Sunday, which any given Saturday. But I am glad that we're playing them between them and the Chargers. I would have liked to play the Dolphins, but that didn't happen. They almost got it done. Never ever shave the beard. I won't, Xavier. I wish we could have got Deion Sanders for our coaching staff. That would have been fire. But his son follows him everywhere to QB. Yeah, it's a little weird of a situation. Cole's like the Energizer Bunny still going. I said I'm going to get off when the battery dies. So we might have 5 minutes. We might have 1 minute. I don't know. How did I become a member without becoming a member? You got gifted the member, man. So somebody gifted you the member. You don't have to pay for it. It'll expire at the end of the month, and you won't get charged for it or anything like that. So someone gifted it to you, bro. Do you watch college ball? Not too much. Why? Hope they don't start with an onside kick. Please, God, no. Santa Claus. Hello. Which team do you think that's coming out of the NFC and representing? Dude, I cannot predict it in the playoffs, man. I feel like I just always get it wrong. I mean, the 49ers, I would predict to probably win their game, and then the Eagles should win their game. And that's probably going to be them in the NFC Championship. But, hey, I guess the Giants could upset the Eagles, and who's the other team? The Cowboys maybe could upset the Niners. I'm not sure. That's tough. My name's confusing. I'll be back with a new one real quick. All right, bet. Peterson will pull out all the stops in this game. Wouldn't be shocked if he pulls another Sean Payton. Oh, gosh. It could be a close game, certainly. Oh, I hope they do start with an onside kick because we'll be ready for it. Yeah, were they the ones that started with the onside kick, the Jags? And then we had like a few turnovers in that game too. Yeah, we got to be ready for that. You should shave your head more. I shave it only like a few times a week, man. It's kind of hard on the old scalp to do it more than that. What's your prediction of our record this year? Oh, my prediction was 12-5. And then I said it wouldn't be impossible to see one game either way. So 12-5 or 13-4. I said 11-6 would be like worst case. But I had 12-5 was kind of where I sat. But hey, we lost to a couple teams I didn't think we were going to lose to. I had us beating the Bengals finally and beating the Colts, but splitting with the Chargers. So I was off on a few games. Hey, Cole, I just got home from Kansas for his K-State game. It was crazy. Travis the GOAT, what's up, man? I heard there was like FKU chants and all kinds of stuff going on, man. Crazy people. You have to wait 3 days? All right, deal.
Yeah, when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I'm still here for a minute. But yeah, the battery finally disappeared. KU lost? I didn't even know that. Battery's gone. Keep the beard but grow the top out. Skull it? Heck nah, man. Yep, the rabbit died. The Energizer Bunny is done. And I am going to expire. I've been pulling a lot of late nights on these streams. So appreciate you guys so much. again, I can't confirm 100% yet, but we might have a surprise live stream in the morning, 9:30 p.m. No, that's not the morning, 9:30 a.m. And I have a second mic. We might have a special guest. We will definitely confirm in the morning, and you will either see us live or you won't. And I'm going to put out a daily vid. Eric Wahlberg with the freaking 10 bomb saying, quick question, Bolts fam, let's ride.
Fam, let's ride. Both fam, let's ride.
Yo, let's go, Eric. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. So if I'm not back tomorrow in the morning, we'll definitely be back with a daily. Then we got the Friday afternoon. No, tomorrow's only Wednesday. I can't even keep up. Just know content will keep coming. I will see you guys soon. Grateful for all the support. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?